Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Matt Archie here, and I bring to you our Week 2 match of the APA, where we are going up against Zebo and Greensboro Garchomp. Now, I forgot to do team prep for this week. My bad. I'll try to do it. I was just busy this week. And all I can say about the prep for this match was it wasn't easy. Zebo had a lot of different threats I didn't want to handle. As you can see from his team, he had Sand Rush, Core. He had he had generally a lot of sweepers I couldn't handle very well without right situation. So this week we are bringing Mega Banette, Chestnut, Entei, Thunderous, Skarmory, and Selgor, while Zebo is bringing the Heliolisk, Amoonguss, Tyranitar Mesprit, Stoutland, and Escadrille. So initially before the match was starting, I was thinking, who's my best option to start off with? Because he could potentially start off with a lot of different things. So as we start here, I lead with Chestnut, and he leads with Amoonguss. So here I'm thinking, oh, I'm in a good situation. I'm just going to go ahead and click Super Fang, because whatever comes in, even still, will take half HP. So he switches, he goes out to Mesprit. It was more, I could have done Leech Seed here as well, but I just went for Super Fang because it did damage on everything. Now, knowing there was a Psychic coming my way, I instantly switch, I got to my Special Defensive Skarmory. Goes for Psychic, Skarmory takes 27%. Now here he reveals that he's Life Orb, so that means he's going to be hitting much harder, and he's more offensive based than defensive, which was a good note to have. So as Finn leftover recovery, he switches out into his Heliolisk, as I switch out to, as I just go for the Self Rocks. Now his Heliolisk comes out, I know I'm going to have to get out of here, so switch out to Chestnut, just take the hit. He goes for Volt Switch, does 23% due to a crit, which didn't really matter. Now here, I was thinking, oh, I was like, okay, he's gonna go back to Mesprit, which I'm gonna have to prepare to sack someone, maybe. So he brought back out Mesprit, takes 12% from rocks, so I'm here thinking, okay, we're just gonna be in this cycle again. So I just go for Spiky Shield, see what he's gonna do, goes for a Psychic, just get a bit more of HP back. I switch, I got the Skarmory just so I could take the Psychic again. I was in the position like, okay, I can just click Roost now, just to get some damage off recovery. Then he goes for Thunderbolt. Now, fortunately, this does knock out Skarmory, and we lose one of our best things for the Tyranitar this week, and the Amoonguss. So, he just ran Thunderbolt, knowing that we'd be potentially in the cycle. So I give Zebo congrats on that, and let's continue on. So I was here. I just got the Banette because here I can just Mega Evolve, get free Shadow Sneak off. He switches. He goes out to Stoutland. Now I should have predicted this. So I just go for Shadow being like, So here I just go for Willow, just get the burn. As he goes for a turn, he reveals that he's Scrappy instead of being Sandwich, which I was like, okay, this is good. Don't need to worry about this dog sweeping my team. So knowing this thing, I immediately switch out to Chestnut. He goes for a Facade. That was smart of him. He probably predicted me bringing Mega Banette or someone with stats this week, due to the fact he had a lot of physically offensive presence. So I was like, okay. So he goes for a Facade. I just go for a Spiky Shield. He goes for another Facade. Now he takes damage from both. He's gonna take damage from both the Spiky Shield this turn and the burn. So at this point I'm like, okay, Chestnut cannot live another Spiky Shield. So I need to go to someone I can potentially know who can live. Now it'd be easy if I had Skarmory, but I had to go to my next best thing for this match. I bring out my Selgor. Now, this Selgor was built for something Zebo didn't bring. It was built for a Mega, which you're like, oh, why would you bring this for a Mega? I ran HP Rock this week, so I can be prepared for the situation. So, I'll Focus Sash as well. So he goes for a Facade. I get brought down to my Sash. He's in range of any attack. Well, he dies to the burn, so that just takes him out, and Banette gets a kill there. So he goes out to Whack-A-Mole. I was like, okay, I'm just going to click the Focus Blast. Click Focus Blast does about 57%. As he Rapid Spins, it kills me. So Selgor didn't get a kill this week, which I was kind of sad about. But he could do better next week or upcoming weeks. So as he reveals he's leftover, so he's probably still a Sand Rush variant, since he didn't reveal Mold Breaker, I think. Yeah, he didn't reveal Mold Breaker, so I know he's Sand Rush. So I go to Chestnut, best thing. The only thing he could potentially do here is Aerial Ace, which I know some schedules run just for Chestnut. So I Spiky Shield here, saying, okay, does he have Aerial Ace? He goes for Stealth Rocks. I was like, okay, that's good on him. Fortunately, my defogger was gone. So he goes for Iron Head. I take 23%, and then I flinch. My luck. So here he just goes to the Iron Head, as I go for Leech Seed, just get some HP back. Now, he here just goes for the Rapid Spin to get it off. I could have just Spikey Shielded there, but instead of Drain Punch, just get a kill and get most of my HP back. Now at this point, he goes out to the Moongus. So I just Super Fang this, and he goes for the HP Fire. So I knew this thing was more the offensive bulky type. So here, as he's just attacking, I'm like, okay, we can just be in the stature, as I can keep Super Fanging. So we just keep on going in the same circle. I Super Fang, he HP Fires. So I switch, going, okay, we're going to be in this, and he's just going to hit me. So he does hit in Power Fire, doesn't affect Entei that much. So I'm abandoned Entei, as he goes out to Soul the Mesprit. I went for a safe play, I clicked Iron Head. Iron Head was here just in case of the Tyranitar switching in, trying to take a Sacred Fire. So that kills, and now comes the Tyranitar. I'm like, okay, I can just click Iron Head again, do a lot of damage. Do as much damage as I can. He Mega Balls, I go for Iron Head, I get a crit there, I was like, oh, that was amazing. Because at most, it was a 2-hit KO on most of the Tyranitars. So he's throwing edges that kills, and Tay did what he could this week. So I bring out Thundurus, being like, okay, let's do this. I just click Thunderbolt for the most safest thing, and the Sandman goes down. So that's the kill for Thundurus, and here I'm thinking, okay, he's probably going to go into Moongus, so I should click Knockoff, or Volt Switch, just get out. But instead he goes to Heliolisk. I'm like, okay, I can leave any hit this thing does. So he goes for Thunderbolt, outspeeding a timid Thundurus, which naturally Heliolisk does not outspeed a timid Thundurus incarnate. So I was like, oh, he's Scarf. So I just go for my superpower. We're running a mix set this week again. And superpower I KOs. I'm like, yes, that's not a kill. And Thundurus goes down. So he's down. He's out 2. I'm out 2, and he's at 1. So I'm a pretty safe thing here. So I just go to Chestnut. I click Spike Shield, get some tiny bit of HP back. And it doesn't really matter since Sandstorm just knocks out that HP. So here I'm thinking, okay, my best play is just a Super Fang. So I Super Fang, take it to half down. As I barely live HP Fire and the Sandstorm goes away. I'm like, okay. So here I just keep on going for Super Fang, bring it as low as I can. The HP Fire has killed me, so I was like, Chestnut did what he needed to. And I got to Mega Banette. Next thing, so knowing the situation with me, I click Knockoff, KO, and we win week 2. So a little overview, this week was pretty good with the plays, I do have to say. Pretty much sacking off the Celador's Focus Sash was good this week. The Super Fang plays were good. Just going for safer plays this week was all better. Now, I do say MVP for this match, I am going to have to say, was Thundurus, for he took out more mons than anyone else. Unfortunately, Skyway didn't get to do what it could do this week, which I was like, okay with, because I did not predict the Thunderbolt. And I'll say this was an overall good match. So I'll be coming back next week, and we will be going up against Point Blank coach of the Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. So here we're gonna just be generally, we're gonna have a good match this week. I don't remember his team. I remember he has some scary threats on his team, and hopefully we can win next week. I will try to get Team Builder up, so hope for the best. Alright, I will see you all later. Bye.